Hello to my fun stampers and friends who are here joining me today to a little crafting. Welcome, welcome. Remember this card from last week? This was our kind of squash fold card that we made last week. If you didn't see it, you're welcome to go back and check it out. This one fits in an envelope, but what happens if you make it a little bit smaller? We're going to show you how to use it inside a card today for a fun Father's Day card or a birthday card or anything that you can think of. I'm going to be using the Simply Sparkling bundle. This Simply Sparkling bundle is an online exclusive, so you will not find it in the catalog. You will just find it online in my Stampin' Store, creativejuicebylani.com, where you'll find everything. So if you think I've seen that somewhere, go online to see all of the Stampin' Up! Products that you are able to order. This is one of them, and I think it's really adorable, especially for Father's Day. Since we're getting close to Father's Day, I thought we'd make kind of a double pun here, a pop-up card with a soda pop can for our pop, for your favorite pop or father. Okay, let me show you what we need to get started with. So you will need a card base, whichever color you would like. I'm using Misty Moonlight. And this one coordinates with the designer series paper that I'm going to use. I am using Bright and Beautiful, which was carried over from the last catalog. And it is 6 by 6 inches. So that's what we're going to use for our squash portion of the card. The card base, you want to cut 11 inches by 4 1/4, and then you're going to score in half at 5 1/2 inches and at 6 3/4 inches. Basically, you want to have a section right here that is going to be square, 4 1/4 inch squared. Okay, so that is your card base. I'm using this color today because it's kind of masculine. And it also coordinates with this little paper that has an ombre look on the back, some stars on the front. And let's start by putting together our card. So, at least the front of the card. So I'm going to fold it in half. Then you'll just want to fold back that second score line at 6 3/4. This is called the bookbinding card because it folds together and you kind of bind it together like a bookbinding card. Oh, let me see here if I can make this bigger and say hello to you as you're coming in. There we go. Have you made a bookbinding card before? Hello, Carlene. Good to see you here. This is kind of another fun fold. You said you liked fun folds, so we'll do a lot of fun folds. I love fun fold cards because most of the time they're very simple, but they just pack a real fun punch. Okay, so I'm putting the ombre. I had a 1-inch piece of designer series paper that I put right here on the edge in that section that folds back. You can kind of see that. And then this is a 4-inch square, and I'm going to put it in the square section, the 4 1/4 inch section here, like this. Now we want to keep this part down. So in that 1 1/4 inch place that we've scored in between those two scores, we're just going to glue it down. Then we can decorate the front of our card. So let's do a little stamping, a little die cutting. We'll do this quickly. I'm going to use 2 colors today, Misty Moonlight, which matches, hi Joni, good to see you, matches our cardstock, and Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to move them because I think I'm going to be using more of the Misty Moonlight today. So I'm going to stamp my soda can onto a piece of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. Then I'm going to do a little stamping on the can itself. I'm going to do a little swirl in Lemon Lime Twist. Then this one says best ever. And then we'll finish it up with, well, I'm going to do a lime or lemon, whatever you think that is. Lime, I guess, if it's green. And then this one says pop. Best ever pop. Perfect. And it doesn't have to be for your dad, by the way. Remember, it could be for a son. It could be for, I don't think I need that, but I'm going to leave them out just in case I do. It could be for an uncle, somebody who is a really good example to you. I'm going to cut this one out, and I'm going to cut out this little piece right here. It actually has 3 pieces on it that we're going to use, but they're all together on one die. And I put some, what is it called? Adhesive sheets on the back here. And that will make putting it together really simple. Let me bring in my mini cut and emboss. By the way, this month in June 2024, Stampin' Up! Starting on the 5th, so Wednesday, all of our machines, our cut and emboss machines, will be 10% off. The perfect time to add one of these to your craft room because you don't need to plug it in. It's portable. You can do it if the lights go out. So, it's good to have one or both. The regular sized one or this mini machine is a must-have in your craft room. Okay. So we've cut out our soda can, and here is all of this. I'm using silver foil paper here, so it looks like an aluminum can, top and bottom, and a tab right here. I'll show you how it works, in case you haven't played with this one yet. Okay, bring this over. Where's my scissors or my poker? Here we go. Get all the pieces out. Using it with my take your pick tool. Okay. Set aside the dies. So I have 3 pieces here. I have a bottom to the can, a top to the can, and a tab. So we'll just, now that I have the adhesive sheets on the back, it makes it super easy to put together. We'll put a little aluminum bottom to the can, a top on the can. And these are optional. It's just as cute. You saw when I had it just stamped. So, don't feel bad. Go ahead and use it however you'd like. But see how cute that is with the foil? All right, so we have our main image. Let's just glue that, adhere that to the front of our card with your favorite adhesive. I like the cleanliness of the seal, Stampin' Seal. I'm going to put it over here on this right side. But you can use whatever kind you like. It does take a little practice to get used to using the seal, but once you do, you'll be happy you did. All right, then I'm going to just add a few other things I've already stamped and cut out. I have a lemon, I have a whole lime, a couple of lemons, don't really need them, and then some words. They were kind of cute words. This one says, always refreshing, so delightful. And then, as we all know, sometimes dads are slightly sour. So we're going to use all of those. And then, I had somewhere. Where did I put it? I have this little piece. This one I stamped the straw on. And there is a die for it, but it's almost easier for me just to cut this straw. So I want to put the straw inside my can, so you can kind of lift up the edge there and put it right into the can. Adhere it down however you would like. I'm going to use my liquid glue for that, since I didn't put any. There we go, kind of there. Anything else on that? Okay, let's use the liquid glue for a couple of others too. I'm going to do some of this here, and then I have a dimensionals on a few of them already so that it just makes it easy. I used the mini dimensionals. So we're doing the outside. We haven't done the pop-up part of the project yet. Don't fear, it is coming. All right, I'm going to put this one kind of over here on this side. This one has dimensionals. We'll add it to the front. There we go. Get our words. And I'm going to kind of put them on screw-on, but see, I don't want them straight. Then you don't have to worry about having them exactly straight. You can just say, I meant to do that. Slightly sour, always refreshing. So fun. Okay, that's kind of the front. We are going to, I may add a little bit of jute twine right here in a moment, but let me show you the inside of the card. So I've actually made one already with the bubbles. So I'm going to, and I will show that to you in a minute, an alternative. So I'm going to use the stars this time. These will be big stars on the inside. And it's best if you're using a pattern that doesn't have a direction. So it's not up and down one way or another for this particular technique or this particular fun fold. We're going to do it exactly like we did last week, but we're not going to use a trimmer or a scorer. All you have to do, all you need is a bone folder or something to kind of make it really good, crisp folds. So you're going to think about which side you want to have seen when you open the card. I want the stars to be seen, so I'm going to fold it in half so the stars are on the inside. Open it up and fold it in half again, the other direction. So you have 4 quarters here. You open it up, you can see those 4 quarters. Then it doesn't matter which direction you want to take it, but put the stars on the outside and go from corner to opposite corner. Okay, just like we did last week, but with a smaller piece of paper. Now, when you open it up and squash it flat like we did last week, there you go. It pops open like this, just perfectly, and it happens to fit inside this card just perfectly. Woot woot! We love that. So add some adhesive. You'll want a lot of it if you're using just your seal, and then close your card. Open it up and do the same thing on this other side. So both of the flat sides are going to be glued into your card. Just like that. So when you open it up, voila! How fun is that? All right, so I think I had used the Happy Father's Day sentiment from the May paper pumpkin kit that we just had. If you didn't have that, feel free to use whatever sentiment you may have around or past sentiment. Where I have 2, these are 2 pieces, 2.5. That was a tongue twister. 2.5-inch squares that you want to put right here on the flat pieces. You could put some smaller pieces up here, triangles if you'd like to, but really the fun is really just opening it up. Fun and easy. And you could stamp something else too from the stamp set, but here is the basic card. Voila, Happy Father's Day. Now I said I was going to add a little bit of twine. Let me give you a couple of tips for adding twine or ribbon. I have a tiny I think this is a 1/8 inch hole punch. And I'm going to do like a half a circle. No, not even, I didn't even get enough there. Half a circle right here on the bottom of your bookbinding edge, and a half a circle on the top, about in the middle, like that. Can you see that? Half a circle, kind of a moon shape. I'm going to use some boho blue jute trim. because I had it and I could use it. And it happens to look nice on this. I'm not going to tie a bow because that seems a little feminine and we're making a masculine card today. So I'm going to just tie it and then we'll do a little fraying. But first, I really wanted it to, so I've attached it right there where those two little notches were. That makes this, the ribbon even with the top and the bottom, and it really keeps it in place so it does not move. And then I wanted to make it kind of an ombre effect. So I just pulled out my Stampin' Blends Misty Moonlight, and you can color. You know what I'm going to do? Well, I'll do that anyway. My fingers might get blue, but that's okay. I'm just going to color the ends of my twine. Get it nice and soaked up a little bit darker so that it kind of has an ombre effect. Let's see if I need to do it on that back side too. I don't want to get it onto my card though. May have already done that. Okay, so it kind of gives it a darker ombre effect. You may not be able to see it, but hopefully in the picture that I give or I share on my Creative Juice by Lani today, you'll be able to see that. So I'm going to fray the ends of these ribbons just to give it a fun, whimsical, organic looking. So there we go. Fray them all nice like that. And same on the other side. Just get those fibers to come apart. You could fray the fibers first and then color it. But you know what? It's all good. I had already started, so I'm like, I'm going to finish it. So let me show you my alternative one too, so you can kind of see how those will be frayed like that. I think it's pretty cute. A pretty cute little card. This is similar. This is the same outline, but instead of saying pop, it says friend. So you could say best ever friend. And in this case, it says always or simply sparkling instead of slightly sour. And then there is the fun bubbles that can come up. And this one says Fizz-Tastic birthday wishes that are also in the Simply Sparkling bundle. So it could be for a friend. It could be for a father. I'm going to wipe off my marker here before I lay my cards on top of it and wipe off my hands. All right, so there you have it. You could do a friend, you could do a father, you could do a son. Anyway, you've got lots of choices, and I hope that this kind of gives you a great idea for a pop-up inside. What do you think? Kind of fun, isn't it? All right, we'll take some pictures of these. We'll put them onto Creative Juice by Lani so you can see them all up close and personal. All the shopping links will be there as well. And I'll be back next Monday with more crafting. If there's something you'd like to see or learn, let me know. I'm happy to share with you. Talk to you next Monday.